The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. One step away from playing for the AFC title. This divisional round contest is underway. Calvin Austin on the return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now start with a give to Harris. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get games like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Tua now from the gun. Maybe some nerves. It's an interception on his first pass. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And they'll stop him, but not until he has a nice little gain down to the 32. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Caught near the goal line. It's an air raid touchdown. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
From the 34. Complete out to the right. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's a Steelers 1st down. From the gun, they go with Harris. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Tagovailoa off the play fake. He brings it in. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Throwing on third, Tagovailoa. Catch is made in close. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch, or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But, hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
He doesn't like what he sees, so a touchback. They're going to begin at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's tackled for a short gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 32. Ferguson's got it. Complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. This is reeled in by Leggett. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers break the tie here in the 1st. Xavier Leggett with the touchdown. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here comes Austin. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Now first run of the game, Zamir White. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Snared by his running back. It's Najee Harris. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10, give to Harris. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And it's scooped up by by the Chargers.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Walker on first down. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score.
We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Herbert from the gun. Has a man. It's Brown. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Handoff to Walker from the gun. And he's able to push this down to the 12. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Staying with Walker. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal.
It's a 9-yard line. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Throwing now, Herbert. Forced out to his right.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Walker now from the gun. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
To the air this time, Herbert. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 40-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Gets everything he has under this throw. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Sante Samuel Jr. makes the play. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll give up the gut to Walker. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Running with Walker again. Has a lane past the 45. Down the sideline inside the 30. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers stretch their lead to 21. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here comes Austin.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the gun, a run for White. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. Tight end going in motion here. From the gun on 3rd, Tagovailoa has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jordan Stout headed out to punt it away on 4th. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Chargers take possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Chargers in possession. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. The Steelers calling their first timeout. So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Steelers will take over possession. 1st and 10 from the 41. Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing again. Here's Tua. Got a man. It's Thomas. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So the big play has them well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Throw secured by George Pickett. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Tagovailoa on first down. This one's caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Again, it's Tagovailoa. Chased out to his right. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers chop some of the lead off before the half. George Pickens the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers get it back to a 14-point game. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. First and 10, Herbert. Walker hauls it in. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. He's on the move. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Now an inside give to Walker. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the ball. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now Walker. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought down by Paulson Adebo. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That's caught for the first. Stiff arm success. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And it brings up an LA first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Handoff running left, Walker. And they'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop it. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. From the 23. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Play calling could be a little bit of a love-hate relationship. You love the first down run. You hate the 2nd down sack. And now you're in a 3rd down situation where you probably got to put it in the air.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first. From the red zone now. On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Stays upright. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did. And, of course, he's throwing. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. 1st down, here's Tua. Completed here to Pickens. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. This ball's caught by Pickens. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers start the 2nd half with some needed points. Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Into the hands of Walker. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running behind center with Harris. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. That throw finds Pickens. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs. First and 10, it's a gift to White. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Running on 2nd with White. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
31. Steelers 21.
Third and just 2 to go. They bring a tight end in motion right. 3rd and 2. Now Tagovailoa. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're left with 4th and short. So the Steelers turning things over to the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be from 50. Got all of it, and this is good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Running is Walker. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Herbert from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Herbert with a blitz coming. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. Up the middle, here goes White. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. Has some daylight through the 40. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They give now to Najee. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Tua out of the pistol. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Third and long for him here. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers now trailed by just a point in the 4th. So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. drive will start out with a 1st and 10. To the ground with Walker. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Steelers get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Well, we both saw what he was doing, Brock, trying to work the sideline there, but I don't think he ever saw the corner sitting back and just waiting to break on that throw.
And that's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes the 12th defender on the field. The elite corners in this league, they'll play to it. They'll bait those quarterbacks to making that throw, and then they'll close fast and take that ball away.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Tua now from the gun. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's a give to Harris. He breaks the tackle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Harris once more. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's a Steelers 1st down. Staying on the ground with Harris. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Najee takes this one. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they were on him from the start. He's brought down for a massive loss. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. His first kick was good. And his second looked from 35 yards away. That one is good. And late in the 4th, they have grabbed a lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw it. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here he is to throw. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. He just throws this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. His first kick was good. This second look from 35 yards away. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when we realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, and he delivers.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Setting up to pass. Now he'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He fires one deep down the right sideline. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're rolling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Now to throw. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle, they showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
First down, here's Tua. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
So the rookie getting a chance at a signature moment here in his first season. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Doesn't look like it has the leg, and it falls well short of the posts. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. And postseason overtime differs from what we saw in the regular season. A touchdown on the opening drive doesn't end things anymore. Both teams guaranteed a possession. And if we're still tied after each team has had the football once, we then go to sudden death, and the first score takes it. It's been the type of game that makes the playoffs so great to watch. A spot in the AFC title game on the line as we're underway in overtime. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. It's a pickup of 26. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down play, that's a 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Darnell Savage with the pick. And the Chargers surprise them with the interception and now have a chance to win this game. You want that ball first in OT, Brock. You get the chance to control your own destiny. But what a stunning turn of events now as that interception gives this team a chance to win it all right here.
That just can't happen. I mean, offensively, that just can't happen. But defensively, I know exactly what those defenders are saying as they're running off the field. Okay, now's your time. Go finish this pick, go win this game, and let's go celebrate in that locker room.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Walker on first down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Diving right side, got it! And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll give up the gut to Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And he's brought down after a short gain. A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. The Steelers calling their first time out. We'll take a break with them here in overtime. And now the entire game rests on his next kick. Oh, this is going to be close, and it's no good! He hooked it too far left. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down. You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker, and now they've got a first inside the red zone. And he runs it in for the touchdown. Start the celebration, baby. They win it in overtime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. And that was the type of game you can only hope for in the postseason, Brock. Couple of deserving teams laying it all out there, and they were finally able to get the win and keep their playoffs going. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.